Today, we are going to explain how the cesarean section, C-section, is done to deliver a baby safely through the mother's abdomen and uterus. After anesthesia is performed, a low horizontal skin incision is made just above the pubic bone. The skin and the subcutaneous fat are gently and carefully opened. Then the rectus fascia is incised and separated, allowing the rectus muscles to be parted along the midline rather than cut. This exposed the peritoneum, which is then opened to enter the abdominal cavity. The bladder is moved downward to protect it. Next, a small transverse incision is made in the lower uterine segment. This opening is gently extended to create enough space for the delivery. The surgeon inserts a hand to support the baby's head and neck, guiding the head through the incision with controlled, steady traction. An assistant may apply gentle fundal pressure from above to aid delivery. Once the baby is delivered, the airways are cleared, the umbilical cord is clamped and cut, and removed from the uterus. Then, the uterus is inspected for completeness. Closure occurs in layers. The uterus is sutured first using specialized dissolvable suture material. Then it is followed by the fascia for strength. The subcutaneous tissues are approximated, and finally, the skin is closed with suture or staples to promote healing and minimize scarring. During the first 72 hours after a cesarean delivery, the surgical incision is still fresh, so pain, tenderness, and mild swelling are typically most noticeable, while the uterus begins contracting back to its pre-pregnancy size, often causing cramping sensations. During this early period, gentle movement and light walking within 24 hours are encouraged to promote circulation and reduce the risk of blood clots. By approximately 2 weeks, the skin incision continues to close and seal. Sutures or staples are usually removed if healing is progressing normally. And although discomfort gradually improves, fatigue may still be present. After around 4 weeks, the scar becomes firmer and pain significantly decreases, making light daily activities easier to perform, though heavy lifting and prolonged driving should still be avoided to protect the healing tissues. At about 6 weeks, a postpartum follow-up visit with the physician marks an important milestone, as deeper layers, including the uterus, abdominal fascia, and skin, have substantially healed. Over the next several months, numbness or altered sensation near the scar typically improves, and the abdominal muscles and connective tissues continue to regain strength, with most internal healing well advanced by 3 months. By 6 months, the final remodeling phase of recovery is underway, and the tissues gradually return closer to their normal structure and function, completing the overall healing process. Thank you for watching. It would be great if you subscribe and like the video.